As the first light of dawn kissed the earth, the queen stood tall, her silhouette bathed in gold. Clad in a gown of pure white, adorned with jewelry woven from beads of wisdom and strength, she looked every bit the ruler destiny had chosen. Her crown, crafted with rays reaching toward the sky, caught the rising sun, forming a halo of divine power around her head. In her arms rested her newborn child, the future of the kingdom, the promise of tomorrow. His tiny breaths mingled with the morning breeze as though the world itself paused to honor his arrival. Beside the queen stood her faithful handmaiden, her hands outstretched in blessing, eyes closed in silent prayers to ancestors and spirits alike. The river behind them shimmered, its waters carrying whispers of past rulers whose sacrifices had paved the way for this moment. Villagers gathered at a respectful distance, their faces a blend of awe and hope. They knew this day would be told and retold for generations. The day when the queen not only gave birth to a child but to a new era. Yet, even in her regal calmness, the queen understood the weight of what lay ahead. The child's destiny would not be without trials, for every crown bears a price. Still, her grip was firm, her heart steady, for she was not just a mother, she was the mother of a kingdom. The day of the sacred ceremony arrived like a long-awaited dream. The queen, adorned in white and gold, stood by the riverbanks, her presence radiating majesty and devotion. Around her, the kingdom held its breath, for this was no ordinary event, it was the blessing of the chosen one. Her crown gleamed under the midday sun, each intricate ray representing prayers whispered by generations before. The infant in her arms was not just her son, he was a prophecy in flesh, a symbol of unity between mortals and the divine. The handmaiden, draped in flowing beads, stepped forward, her palms open as she invoked the spirits of water, earth, and sky to bless the child's path. Sacred chants rose in harmony with the wind as drummers beat softly, weaving music into destiny. Legends foretold that this child would bring peace to warring lands and light to the darkest corners of the realm. Yet, there was also a warning hidden in the old texts, where there is light, shadows will rise. The queen's eyes, calm yet fierce, betrayed no fear. She understood the stakes, raising this child meant protecting not just her bloodline but the very future of the kingdom. As the ceremony reached its peak, a golden bird soared overhead, a sign from the heavens that the blessings had been accepted. The people wept with joy, knowing they had witnessed history in the making. The storm clouds gathered in the distance, but the queen stood unshaken. Clad in white, crowned in gold, she embodied strength, grace, and divine purpose. Her newborn slept peacefully in her arms, unaware of the prophecies swirling around his existence. To the villagers, he was more than a child, he was the heir to centuries of struggle, sacrifice, and dreams. Beside the queen, the loyal handmaiden offered her blessings, palms outstretched as though shielding both mother and child from unseen dangers. The wind carried whispers of ancestors who had walked this land before, their spirits watching closely as the next chapter of the kingdom's story began. The queen's gaze was steady, her heartbeat calm. She knew enemies would rise, alliances would be tested, and the weight of the crown would one day rest upon the tiny shoulders now cradled against her chest. But she also knew that love was the strongest armor, and hope the sharpest weapon. As the sun broke through the darkening sky, casting its golden rays upon mother and child, the scene transformed into a portrait of resilience. Nature itself seemed to pause, the rivers stilled, the birds quieted, even the wind softened. This was more than a royal moment, it was a promise etched in time. The child would grow to face battles yet unseen, but for now, wrapped in his mother's arms, he was safe, loved, and destined for greatness. Massage. A mother is the first throne a child ever knows. In her arms lies not only love but the weight of destiny, the hope of generations, and the strength of a kingdom. Her crown may shine in gold, but her true power is the courage in her heart and the sacrifice in her soul. May every child carried in love rise to honor the dreams of those who came before. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Text to Heart for more inspiring and emotional stories.